guys, what's up? So for today's video, I wanted to give you some tips for finals because I'm in finals and I'm stressing out and I'm pretty sure you guys are too. And yeah, anyways, let's just get into the video because finals suck. Tip number 1. Okay, so when you study, you have 3 of these different ways to learn. You can either write them down, you can either listen to them, repeat them to yourself like 5 times, or you could just, like, if you're a visual person, I advise you write your things with colors. Like, when you have colors, your mind kind of differentiates things a bit better, so you learn faster whatever you have to learn. Or you could just, like, do a mind map, or yeah, that's it. Okay, so another thing, when you have to study for something or you have a lot of things to do, you're like, I'm too busy, no, I'm lazy, no, I really don't want to do it, no, I don't get it. You have to try, and you're studying flashcards or about 2 days before. I mean, I'm not saying you have to do this for every exam, for every test you have, no. But I'm saying it because finals usually has so much material you have to get in your head somehow. I mean, it's worked for me before, so I think what I usually do is I study 2 days before the exam. So when I get to the exam or the night before, I feel much less stressed than I would probably be if I had started studying the day before the exam. Tip number 3. When you're studying for something and you know your exam is, let's say, the next morning, you have to stop studying at 6 p.m. the day before. Why? Because when you're nervous, you're obviously tense about something and you know you have to get like an A+ to pass and approve my grade or the subject. Stop studying the day before the exam at 6 p.m. because your brain knows what's going on, your nervous system knows what's going on. So if you keep repeating yourself and you keep pushing yourself to learn something, and you probably know it perfectly, but if you keep studying and keep forcing and pushing yourself, and then you'll probably mess it up and you'll confuse yourself and it'll be worse. So if you feel confident enough to stop studying the day before the exam at 6 p.m, then you're good. But if you don't feel confident enough and you think you have to keep studying because you probably haven't pushed yourself enough, then okay, fine, you can keep on studying. If you do that, then my 4th tip is just before you go to sleep. Like, you did your night routine, you washed your face, you brushed your teeth, and you have your pajamas on, you have your sit cream on. Then you grab whatever you were studying, you read it, and then you go to sleep immediately. That somehow, I don't know why, somehow it keeps like things in your mind. When you get home and you know you have to study, you'll tweet about it, you tell your friends, you tell your family, you tell your siblings, and then you nap. Don't do that. That's the worst thing you can do because you're already feeling lazy, and if you do that, then it'll be worse. So once you get home, you eat if you have to eat, you do your thing, you do everything really fast, and then you start doing whatever you have to do so you can finish it. You can actually finish it. Another thing, sometimes study groups are not the best. Yeah, sometimes study groups help when you like actually study, but sometimes study groups don't help because you're with your friends, you're like talking and doing stuff, and you actually never studied. I mean, I tried group studying with my friends like 3 times and we all failed that exam because we never actually studied. We studied for like an hour and then we were like, okay, done, cool, perfect, we know it, let's do everything else. If you have a great study group and you can actually study with your people that are in the study group, then good for you, congratulations. Sometimes they don't usually work. So weigh your chances here. If you really need that grade and you really need to improve that and you know your study group won't work, then go and study by yourself and do all the things I said before. Another thing, try and keep all technology away from you. Just keep your necessary technology. Like if you're writing an essay, put your phone away. Ask someone to hide it from you, because if you have it there, you have the temptation to grab it and do whatever you do with your phone. So don't put it away. If you don't have to use your computer, put it away. Ask someone to hide it from you, because if you hide it, you're like, I know it's there. I can take it whenever I want. So you keep like thinking about it. No, ask someone to hide it from you, and then you won't know where it is. And then when you're like, okay, I'm finished, then they can tell you where it is. Also, if you're struggling with your grade, go ask your teacher. They don't actually all want you to fail. They usually want you to graduate and do your thing. But if a teacher knows you're struggling with your grades, knows you're actually interested, you want to actually pass the subject, ask them if that you can have extra credit, what can you do? And I'm not saying like let them know you're interested by your parents talking to them. No, you have to go to them. Also, don't do this before the exam, because that does not help. Do it the week before, 5 days before the exam. Go, hi teacher, I am failing, what can I do? Yeah. Some of them are like, no, screw you, I don't want to help you, you didn't do anything the whole term, so why would I help you now? Don't get mad, don't be rude, don't yell, just prove them wrong and pass the freaking test. Also, if they decide they want to help you, or if they agree to help you, don't tell everybody, because usually they're like, here's some extra credit so you can fix your grades. But if they're like, okay, let me see what I can do, and they don't actually give you any extra credit or extra homework so you can fix your grades, don't tell anybody. They're usually just looking at your grades and they're like, okay, where can I put some extra points in your grades so you can actually pass? Also, when you're done, celebrate. You did it. You finished your exams. You can go out with your friends. You have a bit of you can go on a bit of a holiday. You can go have a PJ party with your friends. Go to the movies. If you like staying home alone and you don't like people, stay home, watch a movie. Do whatever you want. Celebrate because you're done. And only if you don't pass your exam, you do not prove your exam. Exams are not everything in life. You're only studying. Like, you're not gonna die because you didn't finish, or you couldn't pass an exam, or you couldn't approve a subject. That's okay. You can probably do it next year. You can talk to your teachers. And if you can't do any of those things and you have to do them next year, then go, because everything that matters is your attitude. If you don't have motivation to do your things, then it won't work. So, and remember, every year that passes, you're 1 year closer to graduating and finishing school and not having to see those ugly teachers you hate. Think about that. Have motivation. Have something you look forward to when you graduate. I just wanted to wish you good luck. You'll do great in your exams, and we'll all be done with this sometime soon. So look forward to that, and thanks for watching. You shouldn't be, if you're in finals anyways, you shouldn't be watching this, but thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video and found any of the tips I said helpful. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye!